confirmation over the weekend that one of the people accused of murder during the violence in Phoenix 2 months ago has now himself died in jail. Jeetendra Jaikissoon was accused of the murder of Mondli Majola, amid testimony that he had stabbed or shot Majola to death during the violence in KZN in Gauteng. Jaikissoon passed away on Friday. It's understood that he was suffering from diabetes. Dr. Jonathan Annipen is a representative of this family. Because we are in local election season, I should also tell you that he's also an office bearer for the IFP. Dr. Annipen, good afternoon to you, and I appreciate your time. I mean, this must be incredibly distressing for the family. What do we know about what happened to Jeetendra Jaikissoon?
Good afternoon, and to you and to your viewers as well. Thank you for this platform. You know, the family is almost as dismayed and confused about the incidents leading to the passing away of Mr. Jaikissoon, because the Department of Justice and Correctional Services have not as yet provided a detailed response in terms of how this actually took place. All we know from speculation, one, and from some interactions that we've had with people who were in the cell with Mr. Jaikissoon, was that he had requested for medical assistance, and those wardens who were on duty had denied that privilege, or rather that right. And when the request was made for him to have medical attention, they didn't provide the medical assistance on time, and that is what we believe caused his demise.
So at this stage, from the information you have at the moment, and I realize, Dr. Annipen, it's sort of early days in this, do you believe that he was neglected? He wasn't properly cared for by correctional services?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I do believe that there is a tinge of racial intolerance here. Because if you look at the number of people who have been incarcerated from the time this whole unrest took place, and the number of Indian persons of Indian origin who were arrested are concerned, you'll notice that the majority of them have been denied bail over 92 days now, more than 92 days now. And we do believe that there is a tinge of racism here, because these individuals who are incarcerated at the moment are in fact persons of Indian origin. And we do believe that he was denied medical attention at the time because of the incidents for which he was allegedly imprisoned for, and that is the result for which he was neglected by correctional services.
So, Dr. Annipen, I mean, I understand what you say. I understand to an extent. I don't live in Phoenix. I understand the tensions that we've seen there, and I understand also, again, to an extent, the distress that the family and that people who knew Jeetendra must be going through. But it's a very big claim that you're making, sir. I mean, you are suggesting that in this country, the behavior of a set of prison officials led to someone passing away, and you're suggesting that's only because of their race. I mean, that's a very, very contentious thing to say.
Contentious indeed, and the facts speak for themselves. Can you tell me, and I put this question to you as a rhetorical, why these persons of Indian origin have been denied bail when in many instances the evidence overwhelmingly suggests that some of these persons are actually innocent? This individual passed away under the care of the correctional services. The family was informed that he was unwell. We are told, there's no facts to it, there's no substantiation to it. We are told that he may have been taken to a medical facility and brought back to his prison cell. Yet the family to this day have not been told why he was taken, if at all he was taken, to a healthcare facility. They were not informed as to the cause of his death. The family had to go to the extent of getting a private pathologist to conduct a postmortem. Now, the facts speak for themselves. The facts are that these persons of Indian origin have been denied bail. The facts are that this gentleman sought medical attention from correctional services. The facts are that the families have not been given correct information, if any information at all. And that or is tantamount to the fact that there is negligence, and the negligence is directly related to the fact that these are persons of Indian origin. And let's realize something, that this came about because of this whole title that residents of Phoenix had been given with the Phoenix massacre. It's a race issue here, and the people of Phoenix, these individuals in particular, are being given a raw deal. And this is an abuse of the justice system, if you ask me.
So, Dr. Annipen, I mean, I don't want to argue about someone who's passed away. I think let me just note for the audience that the investigating officer did give evidence about what happened, how Mondli Majola died. There's video evidence of that, and this will all go through a court process, and there are two people who are accused with him, and this will go through that process as well, and then we'll know. For you to say what you're saying, though, it would mean that a person who was white or black in that prison would have received better care. I don't know if you could really say that.
I don't know if that's what I'm saying either, but what I'm saying is that in this particular incident, because of the reasons for which this individual was incarcerated, the treatment he received, as we are told, by persons who were incarcerated with him, and based on the facts that we are seeing, with the number of people who have been denied bail. There are other people who have been put out on bail for murder and attempted murder, and if you go through court records, we'll find them. Yet these people who were incarcerated because they come from Phoenix and they come from an incident that has been termed the Phoenix massacre, they have not been denied bail. On many instances, people have been given bail because they will have to find alternative places of accommodation, they'll have to stay away from witnesses. But in many of these people, I mean, Mr. Jaikissoon himself was on a flight risk, yet he was kept in prison. And I dare say that perhaps if he was not in prison, he would have had better medical attention at home with his family. He could very well be alive today. And these, as far as we are concerned, are the facts.
Dr. Annipen, people in Phoenix right now, do you believe that this issue, this passing away, the death of Mr. Jaikissoon, is going to divide the community further? Do you think that the tensions that we saw 2 months ago, I mean, could the temperature go that high again?
I hope not. But what I have been seeing, and I'm a politician myself, but what I have been seeing over the last few days is to say the least, very disgraceful. I've seen many political parties come on board and jump on the bandwagon, and now on the eve, 6 days before an election, now use this to start their canvassing propagandas. I hope that it will not give rise to that sort of tensions from both sides of our communities, because we have made extensive strides to try and rebuild the unity that exists between our brothers and sisters that live on the borders or on the peripheries of the Phoenix community. And I do believe that a great deal has gone into that unity. I don't think that it will give rise to another unrest or greater tensions. I do believe that what the family requires right now is justice and answers, and that is what the family is saying. And we don't want any other body, lobby group, or political agency to come and take advantage of this man's death, abuse this situation. All we are calling for is for peace on behalf of the family. They are calling for peace and calm. They would not want unrest or tensions to rise from Mr. Jaikissoon's death. All we want at this stage is for answers. And we are appealing, not only as a family, but also as a political party. We are appealing for peace, because I think that is what we need at this time. Another life lost will not help anyone.
Dr. Jonathan Annipen, speaking as a representative of the Jaikissoon family, but also, as you can see, an office bearer for the Inkatha Freedom Party. Well, we'll await for Correctional Services to respond to that situation and to the death of Jeetendra Jaikissoon.